declare, they get up every day. They have a regimen. And I just use that as an example. I said, I don't care if it's an artist, singer, I don't care what your craft is. They do it every day until they've mastered that craft. It's called consistency. You know, consistency. Well, I got to go here and I got to go.
Master.
You're going to miss something. You're going to miss something.
See, people are not willing to stick to something long enough because our attention spans are so short these days with this, you know, these phones and this social media and all that. You know, my attention span is short with everything else, but my attention span is not short with TikTok and Instagram and all that.
Yeah.
I could be on that for hours.
There you go, right there. That's all I'm saying.
But then I can't take an hour out of my day each day to read a chapter in a book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you spend 18 minutes on learning a language, reading a book, you'll be ahead of 90% of the people that's trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
18 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's why
we don't even have the 18 minutes, do we?
Your book. It's like, where's your book? You know, kids crying, or their parents, and I'm hearing these children, they killing their parents because they didn't get their phone or get to play the game. What?
Why are you raising them like that? Why are they addicted to that?
There you go, right there.
When I was growing up, we had no TV. That like during the week when we went to school, the TV didn't come on.
There you go, right there. Right there.
And on the weekend, when we were allowed to watch TV, you probably got like an hour or two, but you weren't gonna sit in front of that TV all day because guess what? You're gonna turn my TV off. You're gonna go outside and you're gonna play. You're not gonna watch. You're gonna go outside and play.
Yeah, can I add something? You said you're gonna cut my TV off. It's so important that they say that because the teacher, even in that lesson, they teaching accountability, responsibility, but paying the cost to be a boss.
That's right. But they said you're going to cut my TV, not our TV. They TV. Yeah. You're going to cut my TV off.
I done heard it, boy. And then now that I'm older, I understand you got to say it, especially for a child. That's the only way they're going to appreciate it later on in life. But, even it's a lot of lessons. They got to do it because this world will eat you up. I mean, that's what we're basically talking about now with a lot of these children. We trying to prevent that. You know,
I remember I used to babysit for this lady. I used to babysit for this lady a few years. Well, this was when I was in my 20s, and she would tell me it would be a Saturday, and she was like, "Well, they can have free time, but no electronics. They could read, they could draw, they could go outside and play, but no electronics. Or they could go to the park and play, but no electronics." And she always put emphasis on no electronics. So that means they couldn't watch TV. There was no phone involved. There's no computer. None of that.
Right.
If they had to have electricity, they couldn't do it.
But they did it. So, you know, I think them kids don't really have to. But see, that's where it goes back to the thirst. When you was mentioned earlier, those inventions that we have today, in them times, they had to invent them things to make it better for themselves, make it better for us. But they literally made it better for themselves. Like even the cotton picking machine, they didn't want to pick no goddamn cotton. Every invention was because of their grind to do better, but for the future too, and survival mode as well. Yeah, so I feel they done put in the work. The ancestors put in the work. It's time for us to definitely put in the work. Do our part, and then that's exactly what you and your family doing with the land. You preserving the legacy. Once it's still raising the children up right. You know, you protecting the grandkids. It's being done. It's being done. And let's see. We got older kids out there going, on their invention. We got the youth getting built up for their invention. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, the young brother I was talking about who's into the marketing at a young age. He said he's seeing the difference in his peers now. He got money, getting money now. He's about to get his first bank account. He's seeing this, and then I had to explain to him, I stay by myself, brother. I got to pay all these bills, you know. So yeah, you gonna see me chilling, right? Not just chilling, but you gonna see me on the conservative doing my part. But like I say, I did have to reach out for help, but I didn't need help. But like I said, that was just trying to get a safety net. Now I know better now, but I did have to explain that to him. That's another reason your mom kept on pushing for you to get a job, not just get any job. She really pushed for him to get a job at the community college where he got the class. That's 2 and 2. That's one of the best things. That's how you survive college and stuff. Any type of high school too. Like when you involve working and stuff, like y'all was talking. That's why those co-op programs, the pre-work programs. That's why they were so successful. Kids were making money, but they were learning adult stuff. One thing every child want to do is to be an adult.
And then the thing is they give them an opportunity. They get creative, and then their thoughts are different. They focus on different things.
And it's fun.
You don't want them to get out here and just not there's no direction. Everybody has to have some direction. You have to have a thought of what are you going to do. You don't want to feel as if you get caught up in something. So somebody needs to say, hey, go here, do this and do that, or make a suggestion. And the interest is not of the children. All they're trying to do now is stop these children, have them confused. They don't even want boys to be boys and girls to be girls. We dealing with a totally different demon right now.
That's why, if you could help it, put your child in a private school. Do not let your child go to public school, because public school is not what it used to be.
It's set up totally different. Bad. They set it up. But that means too, they're gonna be different responses years down the line, because it's the first kids who don't have to deal with this stuff. I say that, and it's like I said, they got people who done already crossed the line. Ain't no turning back. They probably think they can turn back. Ain't no turning back from a lot of the stuff they done did.
It's just one. They said the world is your oyster. I watched this young sister. She's in her 20s. She's like 27 now, and I think she started when she's 18, 19, and she's traveled all over the world. Wow. And she's a totally different person. She's even gone through to. I think, where did she go? Did she go to Afghanistan or one of the countries where the United States says that don't go, you're barred from here? Sister has broken all.
Welcome on.
It's phenomenal. I mean, her name is Mary, beautiful young sister. But I said, look at what she's bringing together. The people, this narrative that they paint of people in different countries, there's nothing like being exposed. That's for you as an individual. It makes
we brothers and sisters. We ain't got no problem with nobody. They've been told them same narratives.
Ain't that what Muhammad Ali said? You got me going over fighting them people. I don't know them people.
You know them.
No. Got me going over there. I don't even know them people. You gonna? He said I ain't going over there. I don't even know them people.
Yeah, I'm so glad he didn't go to the war, man. That's a whole other level. But see, right. But even that media was loud. Now, in the day, it was loud. Everybody knew that. And then even, too, what LanceScurv said earlier, he was talking about the Million Man March. He said it ended up being 2 million. I ain't never heard that before. I knew it was more than 1 million.
So many guys. It was probably more than that.
Cause think of who's gonna document all that stuff. You know how it goes.
And that, because you know the media, everything is slanted.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah.
You don't know what these folks, they tell you anything, child.
Like I said before, I used to say the eye in the sky don't lie. They lie nowadays. The eye in the sky is a liar now. It's a great any type of image. And the children don't know that. The adults don't know that. That's why you say, even with these police videos, that's why they take their time. They gotta do a little work, a little editing work on that. Yeah, I think everything going well. But as far as like really, none of us know what to expect. So that's really why everybody should be with them light bags. Everybody should have light bags in this time. We just don't know. But we do know it's a change. Something got to happen. Change got to happen. You know what you're saying? I don't, like you were saying, the example I can give when you were saying about your aunties, I don't know why they don't want to involve it. Same thing with me. I went through one of those family disputes about some land and stuff. Like I said, I didn't understand it then. But now that I'm older, I value land. My father, he was a roofer, and then he had his own land. He was in agriculture. He kept me away from the roofing. I wanted to roof with my damn daddy. Now that I'm older, well, I didn't realize it laid down the line, but now that I'm older, I understand why he chose the sports for me, and then my family from South Florida. So he just knew it made more sense, but he didn't want me on no dang roofs. That's backbreaking work. And then like you mentioned earlier, you want your child to do better than you. But he did push the agriculture part about it. You know, how he had the land and stuff. That's why I done went through the disputes and everything about land because I'm the youngest. So my father wanted me to have a better life than him. But he did want me to continue his legacy. And now that I know what I know, I'm trying to, like you said, I want to get land. I want to grow my own crops. That's a seed that my dad planted. And I didn't stay with my father, nothing like that. We always visited. We took, road trips, visit family reunions, stuff like that. But he did make himself known, so I can know the legacy of both sides. You know what I'm saying? Both sides of the family, especially being, like I mentioned again, I'm the youngest. You miss, not saying you miss, but you can have a real disconnection with your older peers or your older siblings if it ain't handled right, if the parents don't do their part. If you don't do your part, because they got a life they gotta live. So I'm definitely glad to hear that part y'all talking about preserving history, because like y'all mentioned, my father planted an agriculture seed in me. Man, I didn't even understand it, even though I respected it then. I definitely respected it, because that wasn't everybody didn't just do agriculture, and then like I said, he did 2 jobs, so that's multiple streams of money coming in, no tax money and the tax money, So even though I did embrace it while I was younger, I'm really embracing it a lot now, like you were saying, as far as the trust. The revocable trust and stuff. Oh yeah, I need to definitely protect my butt. But the legacy, the family legacy, because I done seen them dispute. It ain't even a lot of land like you talking about. It's just, but it's mine. It's not mine. It's the family's, and you want to preserve it.
What do y'all think about the people that's working at the fast food places, wanting the fast food to pay them like they're on a white collar job with that low skill set?
I still don't understand it. It's a demanding job, but not as far as the customers, but as far as the skill set, not really. So managers maybe, but as far as the regular cashier, I don't understand it either. All that does is devalue, like you said, that just devalues the other jobs, the plumbers, the electricians. I don't. Yeah, as far as when it's related to inflation, but like you said, if it goes up for them, it goes up for everybody. Then it's back to the inflation. Even when you get it, you ain't gonna have nothing, especially if you don't know what you're doing with it.
Those jobs are not meant for you to work on for 10, 15, 20 years. Those jobs are for like high school and college students that's in school that need to, get the work experience and to make a little money. That's not a job. That's not a job you should work in, and you're.
But you mentioned they took the programs out to schools. So not only so people do not have it's taking longer for people to get the experience. But a lot of people ain't getting it back in it like that no more. But two, it's what you said earlier. The pension plans are gone. So a lot of these neighborhood jobs that a kid would be working, some of them still got some of those plans, and the old people holding on to them. The
thing is, you're not getting no pension with McDonald's. Not paying you no pension. Y'all see the guy that worked for, I think he worked for like Hardee's or Wendy's for 25, 30 years, and he retired, and they didn't give him nothing but like some. Y'all see that?
Yeah, I think I seen something like that.
Oh, he didn't get nothing but like a cup and some cookies and candy.
You know what I'm talking about. So you mean to tell me
20 years.
At 25 years, this man worked there. He couldn't have found a better job. I mean, not to rag on the man, but still, sir, right. Serious?
All them managers went through.
You won't even the manager. You won't even the manager at least.
He didn't have it. No one pushed him to say, "Hey, you need to go," and nobody made a suggestion. They just left him there.
Yep.
Right. I mean, he wasn't even I thought he was a manager. He wasn't even a manager. I'm like, you gonna work that 25 years and you're not even a manager? At least retire as a manager.
They got too comfortable. That time just flew by. When you forget that time gonna fly by. These children don't even know the time gonna fly by. And that part is serious.
Well, that means he was dealing with a very low IQ, and the people around him was too. Shit.
If you over the age of, and you know what, I people are not gonna like when I say this, but this is what if you over 25 and you still somebody fry cook, you still flipping the burgers, rethink your life and your career. There's no way you should be over that age still stuck in a job like that. Even if you do have to work there, you should be in a management position over 25. Over the age of 25, if that's where you just have to work at, you need to be a manager. I say the same thing about retail. You shouldn't be nobody's sales associate at 35 years old. I worked those jobs when I was like 18, 19 years old. You shouldn't be 35 and no sales. No, you should be like the district manager. You need to be the store manager. You shouldn't be 35 and you still at the cash register ringing up some Miss So-and-so shirt. No.
Well, that's how I know this is a setup.
No.
Because one, you got rid of all the trade programs. You ain't telling the kids to get jobs or experience so they can matriculate in their minds. They can learn. They can use all those multiple thinking skills. You learn so much about yourself. So they doing it on it's a system. But not only is they're attacking the children, think about the old people that got to work those jobs. Not just the McDonald's. I'm talking about the McDonald's and the grocery stores. And you said, because the grocery store.
How old is too old for you to be at somebody cashier somewhere or at a grocery store, and you're not even you're not a manager. You just a regular.
And I told you, I mentioned this story on one chat line when I was working in the hospital. An older man got bit by a pit bull. So the lady dang near, he's friendly, he won't hurt anyone. Let the dang thing out the door. This man was 74 years old, delivering pizzas. So when you say how old is too old, I can't even give an age that I done seen so many old
I asked Miss T.
Mhm.
Do you think 25 is too old for somebody to be like over 25?
Listen, everybody's goals and their aspirations in life are so
circumstance.
But at some point, you got to be an adult. At some point, I'm not gonna be I'm 42 now.
And even your food has to change.
How do I look? How do I look working at Chick-fil-A?
No.
Right.
No.
Outside taking orders.
Listen, if you're on this call, and if you follow Lance in any way, most folks with that type of mindset are not going to be doing that. But some folks don't have the drive. I think if that man was 70-something years old, he may have been retired and just needed something to do. You know what I mean?
Now that's something different. But I'm talking about it's your job. Like you ain't even doing a part-time. This is your bread and butter.
You can't pay rent. You can't even pay a bill, sir. You can't pay a bill, sir.
But that tells you their skill level. If that's your main job, now I'm not talking about a part-time job because I'll do a part-time job in a minute. But I'm talking about this your main job.
Full time.
This is your main job.
Career.
But you see a lot of older people in these fast foods, and you know it's their main job because they always. I'm like, come on, man, really? You're not even the manager. At least be the manager. At least be the manager. That's all I'm saying.
But a lot of these people got messed over. I heard a lot of people got messed over for it. Like, we're not messed over all completely, but a lot of that under the table dealings and, like you said, companies closed. I definitely heard that before.
I understand that, Landon, but guess what? If you don't have the skill level and you're not prepared for that, you're going to be stuck in those jobs. And it's nobody's fault that you're stuck in that kind of job because you need to raise your skill level if you don't want to be in that type of job.
You're saying it right.
You can go to a community college and don't even have to go for 2 years. You can go there and get a certificate or something and raise your skill level. What I'm saying is learn a new skill so you won't be stuck working at Wendy's or McDonald's or Subway or the grocery store or retail.
Oh, look, before the RoboCop comes, before it's too late, sound like the RoboCop coming.
To be there, but baby, they definitely getting ready to take folks a job.
Yeah, that movie RoboCop alone shows some stuff.
That's what I told. That's why when I said much earlier in the call about AI, these cashier jobs, y'all only have a few years left because everything gonna be self-checkout. It definitely won't be a cashier. You have stores now. It's a store where I live at now called Pop Smart or something like that. That store is like a craft store. It has absolutely no cashiers. When you walk in the store, you might see one technician. That is it. And you might see a person that stocks the store. But when you go to check out, you have to choose the size bag depending on how many items you have. You choose your bag. You scan your items. You swipe your card. There's no cash either. You swipe your card, you bag your items, you leave the store.
Sound like Instacart. Nice. I'm getting your order. Yeah, it's here. And you telling me they haven't really, people haven't really even learned this money system, or like you said, the people skills with people. Man, people going to be punching the hell out of their damn machine. All type of stuff, because it's here, as you're saying. So it's only a matter of time. People definitely got to have alternatives on all levels, but you got to be protected too on that stuff, because anything can.
There's a bank here. There's a credit union here where I am. You walk in the bank, there are no tellers. When you walk in the bank, you see something that looks like an ATM machine. They got like 4 or 5 of them. So you go up to the ATM machine, you put your card in. A person, an avatar, not even a real person, an avatar comes on the screen and helps you with your transaction.
Wow.
So you'll be cussing out an avatar.
Yep.
Right.
And see, that avatar is not going to be hurt by you calling it any type of names. That avatar is going to go by the book because it's been programmed to. The avatar is not going to fuss with you. The avatar is going to tell you what's what, and the avatar is going to say, here you go. This is what's in your account. Here's your card back. Thank you. Have a nice day.
That is all recorded.
You ain't going to fight with no machine.
If you do, it's going viral.
Yeah,
it's still boy.
But I keep telling people, they are getting rid of, in certain sectors, they are getting rid of people. You need to pivot your career. You need to raise your skill set. That way you won't be eliminated. You won't be out here looking crazy. Because the people with the lowest skill set, those are the people that's going to be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm going to tell you about this. McDonald's here. You go to McDonald's, there's a kiosk. You go to the kiosk. You select the food that you want. You could even select what you want on your burger by pressing, the options on the kiosk. You take out your card. You pay at the kiosk. You go up to the counter. Your bag is waiting for you at the counter. They got people in the back still fixing the food. Those aren't robots yet. But the people don't even take your order. When you walk in certain McDonald's here, you're going to go straight to the kiosk. Order your food, pay for it at the kiosk, and then a number comes up. You wait for that. When the number comes up, it's in purple. How you know your order's ready is when the number goes to black, to another screen. So that's how you know your order's ready. And see, when the number goes to black, you know to walk up to the counter, you pick up your bag, and you leave the McDonald's. The reason why I know this is because sometimes I do Uber Eats. I hardly ever have to see a cashier. When I do, when I pick up an Uber order, when I go to these restaurants,
when you were
when I go to these, but when I go to these restaurants and I pick up these orders, all I got to do is go to the section where they had the orders and pick up the order and leave the restaurant. I don't have to talk. All I got to do is wave to the cashier, whoever's up there, wave to the cook, bye. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to the counter.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But it's to the point
too. This is what's being replaced. This is what's taking these jobs, and these people are not serious enough. They're crying about receiving $15, $20 an hour. These companies are not going to give you that. They're going to they rather automate you. They rather automate your job than to give you that. They don't want to give you.
But listen to this. I think they're going to give it to them, but it's on borrowed time.
They are not going to give it to them. No. I disagree, Landon. I disagree because they save more money with the kiosk than they do paying you $15, $20 an hour.
No, that's why I say they might give it to them, but for how long? But them things coming, like you saying, they
already here in my area. They already here.
Here where I'm at too, it's like what you saying. They got the kiosks, but they still got the people. Then a lot of people, that's what they prefer. But most of the young folks, the kiosk is what they know. So like you saying, as far as you ain't got to go up, that's the only time you really get to see people is when your order done. So what you saying, they on the second step. The next step is getting rid of the people. I mean, we're getting rid of the front people.
And that's going to be less than 5 years. And that's going to be less than 5 years from now.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. That sounds accurate, right?
That's going to be less than 5 years from now. Mm-hmm. And these people want to play around, come out some. Instead of you getting your skill level up, you crying about them giving you $15, $20 an hour to stand at a register or flip a burger. They're not going to do that. They are not going to do that.